Welcome back. So glad that you could join me today. All right, so we're talking about home maintenance budgeting. Do you budget for your home maintenance issues? Do you set aside a little bit of money, the just in case fund? So the reason why I talk about this is it's extremely important that you do have a plan, because if you buy a home and you don't have a plan, it can cost you thousands and thousands of dollars. And so I'm here to save you money today on those home maintenance issues. So home maintenance is very, very different from home updates, which I also talk about quite often. If you're going to do a whole remodel of your kitchen, that's not what I'm talking about today. Today I'm talking about the basics, doing the things that you need to do around the house throughout the year to make sure that your home is maintained and is working properly. You don't think about that. Homeowners should budget anywhere between 1% to 2% of the home's value for home maintenance budgeting. Okay, so if you have a $300,000 home, you want to set aside approximately $3,000 to $6,000 to make sure that your home is running properly and everything's in tip-top shape, which is exactly what we want. So we're talking about plumbing and electrical, landscaping, exterior maintenance is also very important, appliance repair. Let's think about it. Are you going to, if your refrigerator goes out today or tomorrow or next week, are you going to just automatically replace it, or are you going to try to spend a couple $100s to fix it, to make a repair? I had the same issue not too long ago. I had a refrigerator that was on the blink. It wasn't cooling properly. And so I'm like, the fridge is probably about 8 to 10 years old. It's done. We're done. Well, my husband, Mr. Scott Sloan on 700 WLW, he said, we are going to fix it. We are not buying a new refrigerator today. Okay. So I actually called a company, a local company that does appliance repair, had them come to the house, and they looked at the fan wasn't running in the refrigerator, so you have to have a little fan running, whatever. Okay, so they fixed that issue, and the fridge was working again. Everybody's happy. It cost me a couple $100. Not a big deal. Well, about a week later, it stopped cooling again. So I'm like, okay, can I have my new fridge now? Scott's like, no, you do not need a new fridge. We're going to fix it. I go, okay, fine. So we called the company back and said, can you come back out? It's still not working properly. Can you find the issue? So they went back. They found another issue. They actually replaced the whole board because everything's smart today. Everything needs like some sort of software or something technical that I can't do and I don't have. So they replaced the main motherboard or whatever on the fridge. And again, it was working fine. It wasn't working as well as it once did. Well, then after a little bit of snooping and a little bit of brain power, we noticed we had a very big icing issue that had run in the back of the unit. And so we thawed it, cleaned it all out, cleaned the entire fridge, and it's been working perfectly ever since. So it cost me about $400 to get those repairs done, but I guess that's a lot cheaper than getting a brand new refrigerator that was going to cost me $4,000 or $5,000 to replace. So he won that battle. I wanted a new fridge, but he won that battle. Nothing I can do about that, but that's okay. It's fine. I've got a fridge. It's working. That's all that matters at this point. So some other issues that you want to make sure that you're budgeting for, let's talk about that. Electrical repairs, you probably don't think about it. Again, it really, really depends on the age of your home, how much money you set aside for budgeting maintenance and repairs is really going to depend on the home. If you have a brand new home, I mean like brand spanking new, not just new to you, your home maintenance budget will be less. But if you have a 40 or 50-year-old home, guess what? Those home maintenance items are going to be a little bit more costly, and you may have more of them. That's what you have to think about. A lot of times when I'm helping buyers look at properties, some buyers are adamant, I want a home that's 5 years old or less, because I know that starting in year 10, those budgeting items, those maintenance items are going to start to add up each and every year. So you may pay more And this is sort of the pros and cons of buying a home that's a little bit newer as compared to something that's older. Maintenance issues, repairs, updates, all those kinds of things you want to factor into your budget. If you are buying a home, you want to talk to your agent about, okay, do I want something that is fresh, clean and new, or do I want something with a little bit more character? It's going to be older, so you're going to have some issues that are going to be likely to come up. So if you spend more in a brand new house, you're not going to have maintenance issues for a few years. If you buy an older home, you probably will have more maintenance issues and expenses sooner rather than later once you buy that house. So it's really smart to think about everything and work with a real estate agent who helps you think about all of the aspects of buying a home. It's not just about what neighborhood you want to live in, what school district you want to live in. An age of the home is very, very important to consider, because down the line, you want to still be able to take care of your property, and you want to make sure that you are keeping up with those maintenance issues. All right, so we're talking about, we did the HVAC, we did plumbing, we did roofing, appliance repairs, washing machines, ovens. I don't think ovens really break down that much, do they? I don't know. I've had a gas range for a long time. Other than cleaning it, I've not had any problems with it, thankfully. Exterior painting, curb appeal. Exterior painting is a home maintenance issue. You want to make sure, if you have wood siding or you have wood soffits, you can't just buy it and forget it. Anything that's on the exterior of your home that is wood, if it's not vinyl, it needs general maintenance. Otherwise, after a while, over the years, that wood is going to start to rot. Water will get in there. It will swell. The wood will swell. And a lot of times, the soffits on our homes are made of particle board. So it's pressed wood, little pieces of pressed wood. That particle board is actually going to, once the weather gets through the paint and the exterior of that particle board, water's going to get in there. Those fibers are going to swell. Major issues. So you have to keep up with the maintenance of the exterior of your home, especially if you have wood on the exterior of your home anywhere. And we're talking not about what's on the side of your house and in your soffits. You want to make sure that if you have decking, all of those things should be looked at. And maintenance is either painting or staining on a regular basis. Maybe not every year, certainly every few years. You want to have that on your bucket list, on your maintenance budget bucket list.